If you want to drastically improve your pickleball skills, there are 5 strategies I would like you to consider. 1, dinking. When dinking, the placement of your balls is very important. You're playing mixed doubles or doubles. In mixed doubles, it's probably even more important. So you'll see I set up 2 cones on here. I break the court down into 3 sections. That first section I call the outside third. This last section I call the middle third, and that's the outside third. So when I dink, I try to keep my balls in the middle third. That middle third is between these cones. So when I hit cross court, the furthest I want to go is to this middle cone, and when I hit backhand, I want to go to this middle cone. Now, the reason why I want to do that, especially in doubles, is because if I dink cross court here, if I get outside of this cone, my partner has to get out. So my goal is to try to see where should I dink the ball so that my partner will have to move the list. And now we have the middle cover. So if I can keep the ball within these 2 cones, then I know we have the middle covered. It's very difficult for me to dink in here and for them to speed up across there. That's going out. Okay, they have to go out to hit the ball to pass me on the outside. But if I come all the way here, this is a straight line down the kitchen, they get it. So consider keeping the ball in the middle third. As long as, well, one caveat to that is you have to try to get that ball as low as possible, meaning to almost drop in the kitchen or the ball anywhere below your opponent's knees. If you can do that, no matter who you're playing with, you'll control the middle of the court, and you'll get less opening through the middle. Number 2, let's avoid the concept of always trying to hit the ball to the weakest player. I always tell everybody is this: the most dangerous person on the pickleball court is the person without the ball. Why? Because they are free to roam everywhere, and you don't want the best player on the court to be free to move around the court. You try to keep him honest, especially as much as you can, right? Because as long as you hit the ball to the good player, as long as it's a good shot, he's going to respect the shot and try to hit the best shot, because he knows that the next shot he hit, if it's a bad shot, he's off the game, because you now can attack the weaker player. So the thing I see a lot of times, people try to hit all the balls to the weaker player. It might, even if they have to go off balance and try a shot that's not even existing, all right, that shot has never been invented. They try to do it so that they could find the weakest player. That puts you in a lot of trouble, because that gives that opponent, strongest player, the ability to get to a lot of balls. Because if you hit a weak ball to the weaker player, that stronger player gonna sense that you are in a bad position, and he knows that to find this player, you have to either hit the ball up in the air or a little softer, so he cannot go across and get it. So what I try to do is I try to hit my best shots to the stronger player, and as long as he can keep him on his side, then I can have free will to attack the weaker player. So I force the stronger player to give me the easier shot, so I can attack the weaker player. So what we try to do, I think, is try to get a weaker player, and that's I think it's okay to do it if you have a lot of control, and then you can put the ball off really good shots to the weaker player. It's good. I'm not saying to never hit to the weaker player, but do not hit the weaker player at the expense of hitting the correct shot. Number 3, you have to fight the urge to always want to speed up every ball that you could volley. I want you to think of this. If you have to speed up a ball and your next shot puts you on the defense, that is the wrong time to speed up. Again, if you speed up the ball and your next shot has to be a defensive shot, this is the wrong time to speed up. So avoid speeding up the ball every time you think it's high enough. Okay? Speed up the ball when you know that you can probably hit down on the ball. That means you'll get a ball coming up. You get a ball coming up and you can attack the ball. Or you could see when your opponent is off balance and you know there's no way he could attack you and he'll give you a weak shot, then you speed up. So everybody try to speed up below the net, and you hit up, it's coming up. Better players will see that and they'll crush you. So again, avoid speeding up the ball when you are not in the right position, or you're also lunging away from the ball. Now you're off balance. So, and also speeding up from the ground. If you are not probably a really good 5-0 player, I probably would not consider speeding up the ball on the bounce, because that's going to get you to get the ball over the net. You can do it, but again, it has to be very precise and accurate and at the right time. All right. So again, avoid speeding up the ball when your next shot you hit has to be a defensive shot. Okay. If you can do that, be patient, organize your points, and wait for the right turn to speed up. So you can get a speed up again is for you to get an easier shot to put away. All right, not to put you on defense. Number 4, third shot. Consider hitting the shot that you are most consistently at. If it's a drive, hit a drive. If it's a drop, then hit a drop. Okay? If you can hit the most consistent shot you have on the third shot, you will probably get a much easier fifth shot. That's what you're looking for. A third shot drive is really to give you, not to win the point, but to give you an easier fifth shot, or to put the opponent in a position where he gives you at least an easier third shot. That's it. Okay? So do not try to drive to win the point thing. But again, consider your third shot as the one you think would give you the best opportunity to hit the easier fifth shot. Okay? So please don't think that I heard coaches telling you that you have to hit or drop the ball every time. I mean, it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with dropping. But if my drive is better than my drop, I'm going to drive the ball first and get an easier ball. It's much easier to drop the ball from the transition zone than to drop it from the baseline. So you drive from the baseline, drop the ball when it's at the in the transition zone. Also, if you have a ball coming in and the ball is short, everybody tell you the ball is short, you drive it. Wrong. If the ball is short and then the ball is on your waist side above, you can drive it. If the ball is below your waist side and around your knee area, consider dropping that ball. No matter if it's short, that's what you're gonna do. Do not try to drive everything from the transition zone because it's short ball. Fifth one is the service return. In my belief, the service return is the most important shot in pickleball. Why I say that is because this is the very first opportunity that you can lose a point. If you serve the ball and you miss it, it's a side out. I see everybody trying to go for winners on the return. It's very difficult to get a winner on a return when both players are at the back there. So your goal is to put the ball in a position where your opponent can do the least amount of damage. Avoid, like I said, again, that same thing applied for dinking, apply for returns. I'm not trying to hit my returns past this line. If I return deep cross court, my partner has to move to cover the line. So I'm trying to keep the ball, my returns in the middle third. Why? Because if I miss it left or right, it's still gonna have a chance to fall inside the court. So if I go across court, return, and I try to hit it in here, if I miss it a little to the right, or to the left, guess what? It still falls in. So try to protect your return, your serve. Try to get the ball in, and also the lower you hit the ball, what's happening is the quicker it come down, the shorter the return. So when you returning the ball, it's not about power. I think it's more about depth control, and the depth is more based on the height you hit the ball above the net instead of power. If you consider hitting the ball a little higher over the net and less power, then you have more consistent return, and the return will be deeper. So do not try to hit the ball so hard where it's on low, because what's happen to that, because that ball gets down so fast, it gets easy return. But if you can hit the ball a little higher over the net and make it a little softer, what's going to happen? It's going to land deeper, and now the person has a longer way to get to the kitchen. Bonus tip: if you're looking to improve your game, consider the CRBN paddle, CRBN True Form. I haven't tried the wave, so I can't really talk about it, but the True Form 4, the hybrid, or the True Form number 1 is great paddles. Consider them. That too will sure improve your game. If you enjoy this kind of content, please consider liking this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more tips like this. Thank you.